You're listening to Rocket Night.
Are you ready? Hey, tonight I'm gonna take you on a little trip. We're going down south by the mighty Mississippi. I'm gonna take you to a place where lights live again. Bring your mother, your brother, and your best friend. I'm gonna show you where they dance out in the street. They'll tell you all about your body heat. Not gonna talk about it, just gonna do it. Get on down if you feel up good. Get on down.
So apparently you guys were originally from Florida, I was told.
Yeah, we grew up there.
Yeah, we grew up in Florida.
Met in 8th grade.
Wow.
Ye old age of 12.
Yeah, we've known each other for more than almost two-thirds of our lives.
Yeah.
Long time.
Long time. Too long.
So you think the partnership might work out then?
Yeah, I think probably.
At this point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what made you move to LA?
We just wanted to be a band.
Yeah.
We wanted to make music, and
We wanted to move to a big city. We grew up in like a small cow town, middle of Florida, where not much was happening really.
Well, the editor of the magazine lives there.
Really?
She lives in
Oh, tell me.
Dade City.
Dade City.
That's
We live in
hilarious.
Tampa.
Yeah,
Like
no,
we actually do now.
we live in
Alright.
Tampa,
Yeah.
but we grew up in Land O'Lakes, which is right
Land
by
O'Lakes.
Dade City.
Yeah,
She'll
when
know
you
exactly
No,
what we're talking
didn't you have to go to court because you weren't wearing your contacts in Dade City?
Yeah, I got pulled over. I had to go to
Yes.
the Dade City courthouse
Yes.
in high school. My parents didn't know about
Way to
it.
wake up.
They still don't know about it.
Yeah.
They're not
Like
gonna.
that. But
They
yeah,
don't read
so-
any of our press. We're fine.
So at one point we decided to, we had to move somewhere to expand our horizons
Do you
and
want to go watch them?
pursue music. So it was either going to be New York or LA or San Francisco. And we picked LA because the other two were way too expensive.
All right.
And so we
You want
found a
snack?
little place in LA, like near downtown, and we lived there
chips?
for like
Yeah.
the last 12 years. And we recently got a place in Florida
They're not spicy.
because River came along and we have family,
Yeah.
right? But so we split our time now. But LA is where our band
Yeah.
happened.
So has having a child changed the way you live and perform and travel? I mean,
Yeah.
not
I
the
drink a
greater
lot
level.
less.
Yeah,
We're better people. I think like
Yeah.
we have to be more responsible and
we spent, so long being in a band and just living in that world and being kind of out of control and, focused, but kind of not as focused as we could be.
Yeah.
We were just kind of like living day to day the band life. And now, since having him, I think it's just made us better. Because we think about like how everything's going to affect River.
yeah, like it's not about us anymore.
Yeah, you have to make sure the gigs actually pay you.
Yeah.
Well, we have to make sure that everything we do is worth it. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Like, we don't say yes to everything.
Yeah, if it's not worth it, we don't do it anymore. Like it has to be worth it in every sense of the word.
But it also has it also has like changed things, so we've changed our approach to how we interact with fans. So instead of touring the US 8-9 months of the year and meeting people at shows, now we're spending more time meeting people online, playing shows online, interacting with our fans online. So then when we do go play, it's better. Because it's like, wow, I know you from Facebook, or I know you from Twitter, or I know you from Stage It, or whatever. And
Social media's made a huge difference to the music industry.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
Especially for small indie bands.
When we started out, it wasn't a thing. Like we've been doing this 15 years solidly, and when we started out, it was still like, yeah, we still needed like phone cards, and if we had an interview, we had to stop at a truck stop, use the phone card, call. Like it was a very different thing.
And also, like, if you wanted to interact with people that liked your music, it would be
to
at
see
a
them.
show. You just
Yeah.
see whoever is at the show that night, and that's it. But now it's like there's so many ways to interact with the people that dig us, and I think shifting our focus to that has made it so much better, because I feel like we know most of our fans, and it's cool. It makes us
Like at merch, I have to be like, wait, I think I know you. What is your Twitter name? And I think we're going to make a shirt next tour or have stickers or something that people can wear. Because it's really different and it's so awesome. Because, like, we actually interact with our fans every single day.
And this is something that, like, every new band knows. Like, it's just like a natural thing. If you're, like, 18 and you're in high school or whatever.
That's the way music is.
That's just the way music is and has always been. But for us, coming up, you know, we started this band in, like, 2000, 2001. And so when we started, like, it was like, I want to get signed to a record label, and we got to go play shows. And now there are just so many other ways to do it, and so many things you can do on your own. And
well, you did a crowdfunding campaign.
Yeah,
we've done 4 of them.
Oh wow!
You know? And so like, or 3, but we know exactly how to like reach people in that way now, and our fans fund our records now, and like in turn we give them something awesome that like they get to see happen.
And also you get more returns because the record company doesn't grab 90%
exactly.
of what you've made.
Yeah.
That's the only way we're still doing this as a family.
Well,
it's a family business.
But also, like, from the fan perspective, it's like they know that if they pre-order it from us or get the pack or the shirt or whatever, it's going to us and what we do. Yeah. Not to a record label, not to some guy working in an office that doesn't care about them. Because we care about them and we're making music for them.
That's so good.
They know they're supporting that. Like, they're not supporting more.
Yeah, I think it makes them feel better too as fans because they know it's like a direct relationship.
I mean, to me, it seems like this is a really democratic way for artists to make a living now. As politics becoming less democratic and all the money staying with the politicians, the arts, which should be funded by the government for the people, the people are just funding the arts.
Oh, we fully agree. I feel like countries where the arts are in some way supplemented by the government, they tend to have better bands. They tend to have better art because it allows the artists from that country to focus on what they do best.
You know, like the Nordic countries are amazing.
Yeah, it's
I went
amazing.
to a gig the other night and there was a big drinks put on by the Norwegian embassy.
Oh, wow.
And
Canada's similar. Canada does the same thing. That's why there's so many great Canadian bands.
Well, Iceland, the music is their second biggest export after fish.
Yeah, it's amazing. Sweden.
I believe.
I mean, there's so many amazing Swedish bands.
The United States, that would never fly. In fact, they're cutting music programs in schools.
Really?
Yeah.
In the U.S. Like their foundations and fundraisers set up to like specifically give money for music programs in schools. You know, how crazy is that? Like, music should be an essential part of every curriculum.
Absolutely.
But so we just figure, all right, well, if those systems aren't in place for us, we'll do it ourselves.
Yeah.
You know?
And our fans have been receptive. It's really cool.
It's honest. You know?
Yeah.
We just basically tell them, like, look, this is what we need to keep doing what we're doing. And we'll try as hard as we can. But you guys need to support it just a little bit.
Yeah.
You know? And it works out. It's okay.
So how would you classify your music? Because, I mean, people say it's punk
so
pop.
Weird. I don't know.
But
it's not really.
It's
not.
Punk pop is an oxymoron.
Yeah. I mean, I think it's old school punk.
I think it's old
rock.
school rock.
Yeah, or rock and roll.
But the thing is, like, you say something's rock, and all of a sudden people think it's like
like Americana rock.
It's got no spirit. Like it's,
you know,
old fashioned or something. And I feel like what we're doing is like a little bit unique because it takes a little bit of everything, right? Not so much where it sounds boring, because I feel like a lot of alternative music, especially mainstream radio or whatever now, it tries to be genre-less in a way that waters it down and makes it boring.
It's just lame, easy listening shit.
We take like the most aggressive component of everything that we really love and like try to put that together into something that excites us, right? So it's like we got harmonies, they're like girl group harmonies, but we deliver it in a way that's like, bah! You know what I mean? Like, so, yeah, we love pop, we love rock, and we love music of all eras. So.
I mean, I think 1950s rock and roll and late 70s British punk rock is what our main influences are. So we are the result of that, whatever that is.
Yeah, because everything else, I mean, or the majority of everything else is shit. Like, most of the music from the 80s sucked. Like, music from the 90s was great until, like, alternative music became commercialized. And, you know, like...
Yeah, and still classify stuff as alternative, even though it's run by a mega corporation.
Oh my god,
but also, you know, what is classified as, you know, our technical genre is pop punk. But what flies under...
I kind of despise that.
The banner
oh no, you gotta read that there.
What flies under the banner of pop punk now is very different than what...
10 years ago.
Even when we were growing up, it was different, you know? It was like... 3 Days Dookie or whatever was pop punk. Like, that was about as saccharine as pop punk got. And now it's like... Oh, like, how's that pop punk? That's like almost R&B or something, you know? So, and there's nothing wrong with that to have different types of music, but I just feel like...
You want some pizza?
Yeah.
I mean, ideally, every band should be their music.
Yeah.
You can't, because the genre classifications seem to get smaller and smaller. Like, you've got about 20 different types of metal music at the moment. And
I think, but considering that that's the way it's going, that's why it's even more important to reach out to your fans, because you become your own.
You'll like
genre.
this.
You become your own niche. Like, we aren't, and we will never be a huge fan. You know, like, maybe in like 50 years, someone will be like, "Oh, that's amazing," and it'll, whatever.
Have a taste.
But in terms
usually
of
about 10 minutes after you die.
Exactly. That's what I'm getting at, right?
Yeah, like David Bowie, first #1 album.
Oh my god!
A week after he died.
Right. You know, I'm sure, like, the day we die or whatever, because, like, we'll probably die on the same day because we're connected at the hip. But whenever that happens, then all of a sudden it'll be like, oh my god, they're famous. But we're not living the life of famous people. We just rely on the people.
And we don't care.
No, we don't care. We don't want that.
No.
But, like, we are our own little niche. And that's what... If you want to just be a working musician, that's what you should strive for. You should just be your own little niche. You don't need to be a part of something else. You can just...
There's enough room for everybody.
Yeah, you can have your own fans, and they can love what you do, and that can be what pushes you. You don't have to be... You don't have to say, like, they're the next pop punk. That's like...
Yeah, it almost kills the soul of what you're doing in a way.
Yeah.
What do you want to do?
Because I noticed... You just look like you're having really good fun on stage.
Oh, I'm so happy.
Sure that must go to the audience, because you watch some bands, they just stand on stage and just...
Well, I never liked bands that did that. You know, I always felt like there should be some expression of what you're feeling.
No.
I don't know. Like, in, like, daily conversation, maybe it's okay to play it cool. Right? But if you're up on a stage, you've been given an opportunity to express yourself.
We're just appreciative to be able to do
it. You're there for a reason. Like, you are...
Mama, milk.
You're dealing... we feel like we're lucky enough to express ourselves in a way that everyone else that's there can't.
Whoa, let me see your teeth.
Right? So, we're just channeling with their... We're not putting on a show. It's not the same show every night. We don't do the same things every night. We're just doing in the moment what we feel coming back. So,
but also, great stage presence makes a huge difference to... You could get away with actually slightly mediocre music if you've got really strong stage presence.
Most of the
best bands I don't know that we do.
Exactly that.
Sex Pistols. Although actually, their music is a lot better than people give it credit for.
It's perfection pop writing. I mean, Sex Pistols are one of the best manufactured bands ever.
Yeah.
And them and Spice Girls. Oh, okay, after the Monkeys, yeah.
No, it just seems really different to do like a traditional sort of folky song.
Yeah, well, the thing is, like, so most of my musical influences were either like babysitters, boyfriends, or my friends' dads. And so my best friend's dad had this amazing record collection. He's a hippie. He's still one of the coolest dudes I've ever known in my life. And I came across a Melanie Sofka CD or record at one point. And yeah, it was before CD time. And I heard that song and I just loved it. And so I listened to it on repeat to the point where, like, my friends despised the song. Like, Lewis was a friend at that time. And every time he got in my car, like, it was that song. And we only do covers of songs that we really, really like. And so we were trying to come up with a cover for the Because I'm Awesome record. And I was like, ooh, brand new key. And Lucy's like, all right, let's do it. But it's got to be really rock and roll because it's a weird one. And actually, it was really hard to record because the vocals are
when you try to learn that song, like,
it's
it has
so
no
weird.
key, which is
it's
ironic.
so out of tune.
There's no key.
Yeah.
It's like, what key is this? And you're trying to learn it. It's like the
Yeah.
guitar's out of tune.
Yeah.
Her voice is not in a. It's interesting. Fine. Okay.
So, how'd you break your guitar?
Oh, yeah. This is a good story.
It just fell over.
It fell over.
Honestly.
Right, yeah, so it wasn't.
Honestly, there was not anything cool that happened. It just broke. Because I guess they have a tendency. The problem is, it's this melody maker, and I really like it. But current Gibsons have a tendency to break the neck if they just fall in a certain way.
My Thunderbird has a crack, right where the head meets the
It's
neck.
just the thing, because
it's
there's
gonna
a
go.
lot of tension on that,
Yeah.
on the end of that neck.
I mean, we played
So
those
it
guitars
just-
for years.
Yeah, I mean, I beat the shit out of that guitar.
Yeah.
Like, don't get me wrong, it was probably a matter of time, but yeah, it's kind of a bummer. Because now I have to play this fat Les Paul.
And how's your arm? Yeah,
You know.
it's gonna be gross.
It's like I'm just gonna hurt myself.
Well, at least you have Cameron down the road to go and find a guitar easy,
I thought about it. We passed 2 guitar shops today, and I was like,
What?
should we just buy one? But they wouldn't have had one that we
I'll
needed.
play around it. It's gonna be alright.
Yeah, it's fine.
This
not
is
worried.
just a borrowed one, is it, for tonight?
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
I got a loaner.
It's from Gibson.
I got a loaner from Gibson,
Oh,
and it's a Les Paul, and it's nice. It's a good Les Paul standard,
Yeah.
I can't complain, but the way that I play, I can't play a guitar that's that thick all the time.
Yeah, because we play. I don't know. We play
with our
it's-
wrists.
Yeah.
We
With
don't
our
play
arms,
we don't
not
play
our
like
Well,
Like, it's
Asians,
not with the wrist,
like
it's
George
like the
Harrison
whole
was.
arm. Yeah.
or
so
just
it-
like our guitars, we sling our guitars low, which is not even the fashion now.
Yeah.
I've seen a few bands doing
Yeah, not many.
Not so much
it.
anymore.
But I only go to shitty little gigs that you go.
Yeah, exactly,
Yeah.
exactly.
But that's our style, and so it's going to wear on your wrist if your guitar is fat. So I'll figure it out. I can get through the last 4 shows with the
Has it
whatever.
been a good tour?
It's been awesome. I love being here. I feel like people still like music with guitars here.
Oh, I love it.
You know? Yeah.
Speaking of
Well, as a
guitars, I need to
photographer
go to-
especially, because
I need to go tune the Chris Burney. I didn't do that yet.
Oh, crap.
All right, you finish up the interview.
Okay, what song is it, though?
We need to actually probably wrap up.
yeah. Cool. Thank you very much.
You got it.
You're listening to Rock at Night.
Thanks for the intro melody. It's called Get On Down by Billy Bass Alford. Thanks.